David Levithan wrote an amazing, terrific, wonderful, magical book called Will Grayson, Will Grayson. He wrote it with someone else. And I can honestly say that when I read it, I was in the United States and I immediately had to ring back to the Antipodes and screech with delight at how much I adored this book. Levithan is a happy person. He's a happy gay man. He's a happy, almost middle-aged man. I'm not sure. He's a happy publisher, and he writes happy books. And they are so good, they will kill you. Will Grayson tells the story of two boys who are both named Will Grayson, and their amazing friend, Tiny. Tiny's a linebacker, so he's an American footballer who is putting on the school musical. Naturally, it's an autobiographical musical called Tiny Dancer. Levithan's ear for the anxiety of young men coming of age, at the bottom of the story is Tiny Dancer is, of course, an out gay boy, completely at home with his body, his sexuality, and his love of the Broadway musical. The other Will Grayson is one of the Will Graysons is a sort of nerdy boy, and the other boy is negotiating his homosexuality. I can only say that Levithan, and he's written lots of other books, most recently A Lover's Dictionary, which is a deeply charming, very, very funny, sweet look at love. I guess I would say about him is that he never puts a word wrong, and he's so thoughtful, but also that he's happy and that it's funny. And, you know, we live in a time, which I think speaks to the time, where a lot of young adult fiction involves drugs and cutting and anorexia and all the ways that young people destroy themselves. And I think that Levithan is a really important voice that pushes back against that, who also finds in the angst and the horribleness the celebration of figuring out who you are and learning how to love people and doing all those impossible emotional things. I really must say, run out and buy a copy of Will Grayson immediately.